Hi, I'm Michael Crawford, and I'm here to show you what kind of adventure I have once my book is published. It doesn't matter if your book is published by a large publisher or you publish your book yourself. You still need to promote and market your book. And who better to do it than you, because you know your book the best. Promoting and marketing your book can predict whether your book becomes a bestseller or it winds up on the bargain table. It's all up to you. I own my own publishing company, so my adventure begins when my book goes to the printers. First of all, I discover what's unique about my books that will make them stand out in the sea of books that are already out there, and follow that through on everything I create to help promote and market the book. With the books, these books, they're first of the kind drawing books where the reader actually gets to draw on the page to complete the drawings. In this book, they have to answer the clues to know what to draw on the page. But in my latest book, Professor Horton Hogwash's Museum of Ridiculous, they need to be ridiculous in the book, and what I will do is create everything that follows along with this to be ridiculous, so that it stays in tune with what's unique about the book. The first thing I create is a press release. I write it so that it keeps the uniqueness of the book in there, and I also get to throw my sense of humor in, which I enjoy. The next step after I create the press release, then I build a website. Now, if you're a writer, it's easy to write a press release. If you're only a writer, it's very hard to create your own website. But there's plenty of people out there that will create a website for you. Actually, one of my local high schools will build you a website and maintain it for you for a very low fee. They're teaching the kids how to do it, so the cost is minimal just to keep it up and running. So that's a possibility, that you can hire somebody locally to do your website. I, on the other hand, do my website all by myself. I create artwork for the website, and I actually build the website. Once I have all the artwork created, I go onto the computer and start adding type and breaking down the pages so that I can add links to different pages among the website. These are the first two pages. This one is the main page, and this one is how you can sample the book. I do put sample pages up on my books because they are unique and they're first of their kind. This is the gift mobile part of the website, and this shows how to purchase the book. And also, if products come up that will go along with the book, I can also add them and how to purchase them on this page as well. As you can see, on my website already, I have my website plus Basil Lark's website and Batty, and they were all completed within the time by the time the book got up and running. Here's Basil's website, and there's a number of places where you can learn about Basil. There's a gallery, there's mysteries. I also put games on the websites, and I put sample pages of both of the books that goes with his series. Here's Batty's website, and I made it fall in line with that carnival theme because his book is carnival based. Once I get the website up and running, the next thing I work on is the video book trailer. I create a book trailer for each book that I do, and I follow the unique theme of the book. This is Batty's book trailer. And once I get the book trailer done, then I can put it on a number of sites to get exposure, YouTube being one of them. And this is Basil's website. I made it kind of adventurous and a bit of a mystery. My computer has a movie program, so it's very easy to make these movies. Getting all the pieces together is a little difficult, but you can easily find someone to create your video trailer for you. And if you're going to create a unique one, make sure you look at a number of them on book trailer videos so that you can stand out in the crowd. Once I have those first 3 items done, the press release, the website, and the book trailer, the next thing I do is I go online and start researching for bloggers and reviewers who I think would be interested in reviewing my book or making comments about my book. You have to send them a book to get them to review it, an actual book, but it's a win-win situation for all, because once they review my book and like my book, I give them a spot on my website under press that gets them a little bit of recognition from my side, and it's a win-win situation. If I'm interviewed by anyone, I also put that on my website so that I can lead people who come to my website to their website and vice versa. It's a good way to get a lot of exposure for your work, and one step leads to another, so it's a good possibility that one interview can lead you to another interview. You have to get your book out there, and one of the best ways I found to do that is to sign up for book festivals, art festivals, street markets, and Comic-Cons. I do a number of them each month. It gets really good exposure for my books, and I get to sell them at the same time. I design my booth so it pulls the people into my booth. It's very colorful, and even if they don't purchase my books on that day, I let them leave with a coloring bookmark where they have to color it in and giggle when they read. It's a good way that they walk away with my website, and they can purchase my book at a later date. You want to create professional looking booths so that people will be interested in your product. They'll want to come look at your booth. I usually also do an extra activity at my booth so that it draws the kids near to me. I was at one wonderful festival, book festival, that they had a scavenger hunt where the kids had to come actually do something at your booth, and when they went back to the main booth, information booth, they got a prize for doing the scavenger hunt, which I thought was a brilliant idea. You want to create a unique presentation that goes along with your book that can be done at bookstores, libraries, and schools if you've done a children's book. I do a drawing presentation where I actually teach the students and children how to create a character from the ground up. We get their help by using their imagination, and we create this wonderful character. They have a drawing to take home with them that they've done, and we actually name the character. Now, this drawing presentation can be done in front of 400 people or 2 people. It works well. So you want to get your presentation so it fits a number of different crowds. After you've done and developed your presentation, then you need to start contacting bookstores, libraries, and schools to set up appointments with them. When I'm out and about, I like to take my sketchbook with me because you never know when you're going to get a great idea, and I like to draw from real life. Most of the time when I'm out drawing, people stop and notice what I'm doing, and they start talking to me. And once they find out what I do for a living, they're very interested in knowing more. So that's when I pull out a promotional piece that I hand to them, which has my website on it, and this one and this one are small enough you can stick in your back pocket so you don't have to take a big bulky thing to hand out to them, and they get to actually do an activity. This one they get to color in. So I leave them with more exposure to my work, and later on they can go to my website and look me up and get any information that they want. It's a good idea to hand out as many promotional pieces as you can, because I still believe word of mouth is the best form of advertising and the cheapest. I like to build stuff, so it's not beyond me to go out and build a spyglass, a compass, and a key for one of my characters, Basil Lark, who's an archaeologist and explorer. I put them at my table, and it actually draws kids to my table because they want to look through the spyglass, they want to turn the compass, and they want to hold the key. It's a good thing to have a prop if you have a children's book, because it does draw the kids to you. But if you have an adult character or an adult book, you might want to think of wearing something that's element of that character. As you saw earlier, I had a safari hat on, and it's hard to forget a woman with a safari hat and named Michael. So keep that in mind. It keeps you unique, and it makes your presentation and your elements in your booth stand out among the sea of other authors and writers and illustrators that are there at the event. Okay, so I've given you a number of ideas of ways to promote and market your book. It's all up to you if you make it successful or not. So get out there and sell that book.